advertised for bid at the earliest possible convenience, and therefore it be resolved that the Town of Shandaken Town Board, upon approval from said involved agencies, hereby authorizes advertising for bids of these projects listed within the CDBG grant. And I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes.
Resolution 8817, resolution to authorize purchase of playground equipment. Whereas the town of Shandaken was awarded a $28,400 grant through the New York State DEC Smart Growth Fund for various improvements to town parks and signage. And whereas the Parks and Recreation Board has made recommendations for certain park equipment to be replaced or added to each town park. And whereas those items included 6 picnic tables, a park bench, a mini disc golf course in Big Indian Park, a spring jumper for Parish Field, a moon rock climber for Smith Park, and a gym climber for Glenbrook Park. And whereas the equipment cost is estimated within the grant to be approximately $12,000, therefore be it resolved the Town of Shandaken Town Board, with approval from said Parks and Recreation Board, hereby authorizes the purchase of said equipment from the existing New York State DEC Smart Growth Grant and moves its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Resolution 89-17, resolution appointing summer recreation director and assistants. Whereas under section 20, notes of decision 9 of the town law, the town board shall appoint all employees of the town. Therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Shandaken appoints the following personnel. Rayla Susan Hart, recreational director, $600 weekly. Manuela Jean Pierre, assistant recreation specialist, $400 weekly. For the purpose of coordinating and managing the Town of Shandaken summer recreation program to run from Tuesday, July 11, 2017 through and including Thursday, August 17, 2017. And I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Resolution 90-17, resolution authorizing contract for use of Bel Air Beach for Shandaken Summer Recreational Day Camp. Whereas the town of Shandaken operates a summer recreational day camp for the benefit of its residents, and whereas the camp will operate daily from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Tuesday through Thursdays from July 11th through August 17, 2017. And whereas the Bel Air Day Use Area, the beach, is a local attraction that annually hosts our camp. And whereas the Olympic Recreational Development Authority, ORDA, currently operates the beach, therefore be it resolved that the Town of Shandaken Town Board authorizes the town supervisor to enter into agreement with the order to operate the camp at the beach for the 2017 summer season, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Yes. After that, that comment before the extra D in there, it's something
I know.
second fell there.
Resolution 9117, resolution authorizing contract with UCAT. Whereas the Town of Shandaken Summer Recreation Program runs from Tuesday, July 11 and Thursday through Thursday, August 17th, 2017, whereas the Ulster County Area Transit UCAT system has provided us with required daily transportation for the camp participants and counselors, excluding field trip dates of Wednesday, August 2nd and August 16th, 2017. Therefore, be it resolved that the Town of Shandaken Town Board authorize the town supervisors to enter into an agreement with UCAT in order to provide said transportation for those dates for program participants and employees, and I move its adoption.
Second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Supervisor Family?
Resolution 92-17, resolution advertising for transportation bids for summer recreation program field trips. Whereas the town of Shandaken summer rec program will be taking 2 field trips during the coming season. Therefore, be it resolved that the town of Shandaken Town Board advertise transportation bids for the following field trips. 2 school buses for round trip to and from Rock Zoo, New York City, Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017. 2 school buses for round trip to and from the Zoo Flume, Durham, New York, Wednesday, August 16th, 2017. All bids must be received by July 10th, 2017 at 3 p.m. at the Town Clerk's Office, Shandaken Town Hall, 7209 Route 28, Shandaken, New York, 12480. To be awarded at the Town Board meeting that night at 7 p.m. And I move it to that.
I'll second.
I'd like to amend, just to change on that first bullet note, change it from 2 school buses, just to 2 buses. Because generally, the trips to New York, you want to have like a charter bus, so we have a bathroom.
Okay. Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discipline?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Resolution 9317, resolution for purchase of a replacement pickup truck. Whereas the town of Shandaken Highway Department has a vehicle that is deemed unfit for service, and whereas the town of Shandaken Highway Superintendent is seeking bids for a replacement vehicle, specifications are available at the Highway Superintendent's office at 7209 Route 28, Shandaken, New York, 12480, or by calling 845-688-9901. Therefore, being resolved, that bids will be received at the town clerk's office, Shandaken Town Hall, 7209 Route 28, P.O. Box 67, Shandaken, New York, 12480, no later than 3 p.m. on Monday, July 10th, to be opened at the regular town board meeting scheduled for 7 p.m. that evening, and move its adoption.
Second.
Who did first?
Two.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Discipline?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Thank you. And we move on to open public comment. Mr. Riccadello.
I've got a few things here. The stop sign in Phoenicia by the Gormleys on both sides. Last week, within 3 or 4 days, I almost had T-bone on both sides of the road. They're not stopping at those. I was hoping Chad would be here tonight, but he's not here. But that's a concern because, we get into the season here, you're gonna see some accidents there.
The other problem there is when you're at that intersection, if there's a car parked
Yes.
on either side, you
You
cannot
can't see, I know.
see any cars coming.
Well, years ago, Helen Cordo and Linda Damon's mother came up and they did make a resolution here that you have to be on the corner there. Those, you can't park there, but I don't see any sign. Now, a client of mine had 17 acres of land and he cleared out 1 acre. He's going to plant some trees, and the city of New York came to him and said, "Oh, you've got to put the grass seed in here. You can't leave it like that." What the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
I mean, that's ridiculous. We're getting too many controls here.
I need more detail on that, Rick. I have no
Yeah.
clue what you're talking about.
Now-
why the
With
city?
the
Now,
floodplain,
also-
with the-
Why the city?
No, this is like the side of a hill, but they said
Next
the
door
water's
stream.
gonna come down and it's gonna go into a ditch and then it's gonna go into this and then
I need more detail. I know.
And
I do
also,
a better at using more.
on that separate issue, that issue also, the Lanesville Firehouse, they had to stop work. They were putting an addition on. They had to stop because they have to put a pipe from the gutters into a clear well. They have to dig a clear well because the city wanted that. That's another ridiculous thing. Also, have you talked about, where's these engineers about digging in the creeks?
I knew it was gonna come.
Well, come on, when I was a kid,
Actually, the engineers met with myself and Alfred, last week or the week before, to look at the building, feasibility study of relocating the buildings. you know, at least.
Never
get
mind,
buildings
you don't have
in
to relocate any buildings, all you have to do is get in there and dig them out.
I know, I
Dig the
got
creeks
you.
out.
Yep.
Parker Falls, for instance, so when I was a kid, it was like 8 feet deep, you could dive off. It's like about 3 feet deep now. Okay.
That's private property.
Uh,
What's next?
Yes, I can go there, I know that Parker is very well. In town, last week, when there's a fellow, I've known him forever, he's 77 years old now, he comes up from New Jersey, he's he's German. And he hikes every year, he parks his camper in the back. His bicycle was stolen by the pharmacy, he had it, locked at the hydrant. And somebody came along and $500 bicycle. So you take that and you would write up, yes, he did report it, but that's terrible.
You look over like, yeah.
Terrible.
Again, Greg, if you want to do this at every meeting, we can certainly finish up our meeting and then we can do Rick's Corner.
Quiet, I'm talking.
You know, have a little background there, have an American flag flying in the background.
Don't offer if you don't intend.
Also, Uncle Pete's couldn't open Memorial Day weekend because there was an electric pole that was out. And then he couldn't get a sample, so he couldn't open for the weekend. That's a 30-year season. These people that working in these jobs have to understand, business people, there's a certain amount of time that you can make the money up here. Do not try to, be sensible.
Again,
You know?
it's regrettable with Uncle Pete's, and again, he called me the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend and said he was having problems because the pole had snapped. NYSEG was asking him to replace it, he could replace the pole, but then they were scrambling with other work to make sure other places are operational.
Yeah.
So he
Because
was
he's
playing
got
catch up.
58 acres down there.
I understand, believe me, I made the appropriate calls, so
It's,
it is what it is.
you can't have that. But this digging in the creek is very important. And also, they're doing that big Indian bridge up there.
They are.
And going out by the Peekamoose, if you take Old 28, by Frank Krankovic, and then you take it all the way out, that should have been, you should have called the state and let them go in there and fix that bank that goes down there, because that's fallen in. That has to be done.
The state can only do so much work there, and they're revamping that intersection. The rest of it is county road, and believe me, it's
I know
not
the
just
county
there.
owns it, but the state has to get in there and do that because the state's doing the
Well, the
bridge.
state's gonna stabilize what they need, what's within their
That's a very
operating
important road.
road.
If, God forbid, if something goes out.
Now, let you speak, I'm trying to give you an answer.
Yes, I know.
They're gonna operate within what's the purview of their area, they're allowable within the state right of way, and what the county allows them to do. They are not going to revamp the entirety of the county road, because it's not just there, I'm gonna tell you, there's a really bad dip down between actually my father's house and the neighboring properties, that they just put a road cone there, and I've noticed just even the past couple of weeks, that thing has dropped a good foot. I mean, it's going quick.
I know it's a county road, but it used to be a state road. You know?
Main Street Pine Hill used to be a state road. Eric, you wanna turn it back over to the state?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You heard enough.
Any other public comments?
Wait a minute.
Oh, there was a gavel coming back here fast. There's no other public comments? We have no memorials.
Nobody died from.
No, that's good.
God bless, it's been a good month. Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Enjoy, Jim. Again, our next meeting is July 10th, because the first Monday of the month is July 3rd, the day before the 4th, Independence Day. So we will not be meeting on the 3rd, we will meet on the 10th instead. No, if we close here, Conway Falls. Yeah, it's open
Contact Virginia Road. Okay. Because I know it's a bar case, it did. It's all the way into there. And then we get down to along the see it, see everything from there. I mean,
You can see the junk on this, I mean, just walking.
is, you know, whenever picked it up and assembled it. I'm being somebody else to install this. Hi, I'm sorry, I was talking.
Yeah, but I can't, I have very few I'm gonna stop on the, I've been on the bike, doing stuff.